Oh, right there. Ah. There we go. Nope. Ah. Okay. Didn't need the auto bomb. And I'm gonna throw this right there. Did I get him? Yeah, all right. Hey there, it's Adam K, Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch. This is part 2 of the first Splatfest of the full game, Mayonnaise versus Ketchup, as you can tell by the strange color of Off the Hook. So we're gonna jump right back into it as soon as I grab one of my favorite weapons. So last time, played the Dualies, the Splatter Shot, Slosher, and warmed up with the Ink Brush, but now I am level 10 at long last, so we can buy the Sploosh-o-matic, the Splatter Shot Pro, and my favorite here, the Octobrush. So that's what we're grabbing. We're gonna equip it and jump right into battle. I've got all the stuff I need, so let's get back in there. Now, we are already 3... Oh, we've got some new maps. Good thing before we jumped into a match, we got the rotation here. Let's check them out. Starfish Mainstage, Moray Towers, and of course Shifty Station is still here. So I've been building up my Splatfest Ketchup powers. You can see on the right, we are a defender, so we only have one more rank to go after this before we hit max rank. Let's get a lobby going. Now, this is a really nice addition. The stages change every 2 hours, just like in the normal game, but we still keep that special stage, Shifty Station. If you haven't seen that, that is a Splatfest exclusive stage, so we're gonna get that pretty soon here, and we'll see how we do against the Mayonnaise Menace. Alright, good luck to both sides. No offense to Team Mayo. I am Team Ketchup, though, and this is an official battle. We got Team Mayo here against us, so I'm gonna try my best on the main stage. There's a fellow brush, but it's the Ink Brush. Now, if you did not check out Shifty Station, I'm sure we're gonna get that here, but definitely watch part 1, because we got it quite a few times during that first part, and it's very interesting to see the stage that we know is gonna be different every time. It's very mysterious and intriguing, ultimately, what the fate of that stage is going to be. But it's a fun one. I'm definitely glad that they added it in and have this extra side of, oh, jeez. Got hit with a big glob of mayo from the Mayo boys. But yeah, it's nice to have this very unique thing. Not only do we get the rotation that we have now, where we get more stages, which is already a welcome improvement over the first game, but having the extra effect of this unique stage is definitely very, very welcome. Let's see if we can kind of hang out long enough over here. Did they go up there or something? Because they seem to chase them all the way over to a undisclosed location. I'm just expecting them to pop up sometime here whenever they get to where they need to go. Still see a lot of mayo ink. All right, let me see if we can lock this down well enough. You can kind of ink this thing and get over, but it's definitely risky. I don't want to go that way if I don't have to. Kind of an escape route. Feels like unless they're getting the main area. There they go. I see you there. Oh, they got the baller. But I'm just going to throw this down for whoever decides to, oh no! Was that the baller? No, it's somebody else. I was going to say, the baller can't throw a sub-weapon, can it? It's stuck in a little Zumba ball. Yeah, I was trying to plan when that special ended to actually get the auto bomb to take him out, but unfortunately that wasn't very successful. The lights on the main stage, I noticed, are very bright, which is realistic to real showbiz, because you got to deal with all those bright lights. But it's also a thing where it makes it very, very difficult to tell at times what color certain turf is. This guy's gonna go around the one way. I'm gonna try to keep my ink high enough to take him out. But yeah, you can tell at times, you know, that the ink colors are a little indistinguishable. They're going up there, but they probably know I'm after them, so be careful here. Did they inkjet away? There we go. All right, took them out. I could use my inkjet here. It's probably a good time to do it. Try to take them out. They're just gonna be running. And right there. Nope. Ah! No! I flew too far. You can also hit jump to kind of boost up, but in the panic of trying to hit them in time, I really got blasted. And this Team Mayo is pushing in way farther than I was expecting them to. And this is like the last little bit of the game. Well, that roller, he got killed by my splat bomb, I think, or my auto bomb ultimately. But they were smart enough to just go over the edge and roll to squish me. Man, that was not a clear matchup between the powers, because obviously that team was better overall. So I don't know if we lost someone or just we got a strange pairing there. But again, it's not exact science to have the Splat power actually work out. Okay, still got 2. We're on our way to becoming a champion, and we're getting experience along the way, so I can't complain. Let's get into another match. Okay, another Team Mayo, and we're on Shifty Station. Let's make up for that last match. As my Splatfest power creeps up, the Ketchup power, I should say, it does make it a little tougher to always win them, because you're going to be going up against better and better teams, but I will try my best here. I feel like I'm probably sufficiently warmed up with the brush now. I played a lot of the ink brush in the last episode, so got to get used to the slower flick speed and the higher ink consumption, but you get extra damage for that trade-off. Okay, let me see if I can get over here to my buddy, help him out, because he's dealing with some guys that are going to outrange me. I wonder if I can. They jumped right there, which means if I throw that at the right... it moved. Unfortunately, the movement of that made it really tough to actually get that and time it to when they were going to land. They might try to push in on me. Felt like a waste of a inkjet there, but ultimately might work out to get this guy. No! The curling bombs bounced back. Of course, they hit the wall and came back at me. I had a lockdown area there where I could tell I would be going up against 2 of them no matter what I did. And I got snuck up on a little bit too, but that didn't matter. It was the curling bombs that took me out. All right, where is this person? Playing extra sneaky. I see you there. If we can get them as they move over. Here we go. Don't let the curling bomb explode in my backside. Jeez. Man, they snuck in and got me in my most vulnerable point. Where do we want to head? Yeah, learning this map has definitely been a fun experience, because I gotta be reacting to all the stuff with terrain changes and the shifting of its namesake. I think it's called Mystery Zone in some of the other areas. They're probably trying to avoid the Twilight Zone connection over here so that they didn't get sued or anything. So I really got to be pushing in enough to make sure they can't just come over here and stomp me, take all this back that we had. Get up and take them out. They're going around that way. I see you there. Oh, man, I had the range on them. I should have, yeah. There we go. All right, is that one still alive over there? Nope. Okay, this is the time for me to maybe jet up and get into their area. They're gonna be pushing in over here. Oh, they're right there. Ah, there we go. Nope. Ah, okay. Didn't need the auto bomb. Safety strats there to make sure I didn't just get wiped. How are we doing on the map? It's so tough to take time to actually look when your whole area is just being invaded by these guys, inking all over the place. I'm gonna try to lock down this side part, not worry so much about their home turf. I got my special, but ultimately I think I can get more ink just using my brush than I could with the jet. This set here, I do feel like the ink brush better for turfing, Octobrush better for ranked, because I have a more aggressive set with the bomb and the inkjet. So I'm looking forward to trying that out in the different ranked modes. But for now, this is my preferred brush. I think I can survive exchanges a little better with the extra damage. And we did it! We beat Team Mayo, so that's another win for Team Ketchup, and we are so close to that final home stretch, but that's the longest one yet, so we got plenty of battles ahead. Stay tuned, let's get into another match. So we got another Mayo team here on Moray Towers. We're gonna keep up the crusade of condiments and try to win this battle. Alright, I think we got multiple Octobrushes, and they are mostly close range, so this might be my time to shine. I touched on it a little bit in the last episode. Oh, we went to prom in the same dress. No, we both went the same way and then gave up on inking that area. But yeah, I touched on it a little bit in the last episode. I put a lot of thought into it, but I ultimately decided that trying to record rather than stream for this Splatfest would work out better, because it will ultimately benefit more people by having the quality of the video be better. But I also feel like not having to watch the stream as sad as it is, you know, I'll be going back to streaming in the future, but the lifting of the weight of having to monitor the stream and everything is helping me play a lot better and focus more. Also, I feel like with a lot of new players, the difficulty is not quite as high as some of the Splatfests at the later end of the first game. If we can kind of keep that going well enough to keep them away. Oh, I just saw that guy go in there. He's gonna be trying to... Oh, nope. Oh, no. I accidentally tapped in my stick. That's not good. Oh, well, I told you, if you get in trouble, don't forget the inkjet can save you, and I went right off the edge on accident. See ya here. Get him. Ah, okay, we're good. I got scared there, but we made it. Okay, this is probably the time to push in. If we can get a bomb up there to cover me, and then I'm going around this way. Use the ink line or ink rail, sorry. Ink line is the brand, ink rail is the way of life. No, we can get up onto here, and they know that we're gonna try to go around that way. I don't know if they can hear me on this, but as soon as... Oh, I see you both! Ah, there we go. Had to make sure my flicks were on point there. Someone else is trying to jump around and get over here, so they're gonna ultimately kill me if I'm not careful. Oh, they're all jumping down. Try to jump up and... Oh no. I'm just gonna boost out of here, guys. I'll see you later. Okay, I helped out with one of them. Jeez, this is such a rough spot here. It's such a choke point because they can jump right down and land on us if we're not careful. I think I'll probably be defending this side area a little bit in the center after that mild heart attack. Okay, we're doing good. This guy's going around, so I'm just gonna try to watch the sides. That was, oh, that's or somebody's auto bomb. Oh no, my ink. I ran out. We're okay. That ultimately worked out. The auto bomb is like a little friend that explodes and saves your back sometimes. And that really was a good indicator of how much it can help you. Oh, jeez. Man, tried to splash down to get a lot of that center, but I think we probably have more overall. I don't know, we got some of the side areas that they didn't get. Yeah, there we go. Didn't feel like a 50-36, but Judd doesn't lie. He has supernatural ink calculating capabilities. Same with Lil Judd. So I trust him, especially when we get the win. And, oh, so close. All right. Almost at the home stretch. And I think once I get another ability here, I'm going to go scrub that t-shirt to get that chunk easier, because you get your first one faster than your second. All right, let's see if we can redeem ourselves on this stage, because this is where we lost that first one. Another Mayo battle. Surprising amount of Team Mayo players on the opposing side. I thought we were gonna have a lot of ketchup-on-ketchup fights, but ultimately, it seems like it's been pretty good. So maybe ketchup's not as popular as I originally thought, or at least as dominating in terms of popularity. So after this, I am gonna go scrub, like I mentioned, because I can get that a little cheaper during the Splatfest. But I also want to head over to Krusty Sean's, because I'm running out of my here we go, ability to get extra experience and stuff for our efforts here. So this is probably a good time to move around somewhere. There we go. They got him. Okay. Just trying to be very careful with some of the battles that I choose to jump into, especially with bombs flying all over the place. I might go around this other side and hope no one else is thinking about that at the same time. This is a good place to rocket up and get some turf here. There they are. Oh, nope, man. Ah! So yeah, the inkjet, if you are not super accurate, you can just get killed because of the slow shot, and I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of practice on that, because I was never great with the Inkzooka either. And ultimately, I would rather have my main weapon accessible, like my brush, in those situations. So sometimes it feels like I don't want to use the inkjet when I have it. It's a way to refill your ink, but it's I don't know. I'm excited for a version of the Octobrush, hopefully in the future, that will not necessarily include the had to put that pun in there. Will not necessarily have the inkjet. They wouldn't do the same special on it twice, I don't think so. But yeah, I'm not sure what one we would get. Maybe the Baller because of the Nouveau version of the Octobrush having the Kraken originally. Ooh, speaking of Octobrush, there's a one right there, and couldn't get out of the way in time. I had too many people on both sides. A little robot filled with mayonnaise got me. This is a risky time to jump in. I want to get my, there we go, centered again. Sometimes in the heat of the flick, I lose my aim centering. Okay, we're good. Let's get up here and take this stage. I might try to get some of the side area. Oh, I got someone with auto bomb. Someone is hiding up here, if I remember. Right, nope. They might have jumped off. Nope, they had a mine. They were really, yeah, they're tracking me too, so I have to be extra careful now. But I saw them jump over there. Let's see. Just trying to be extra careful because they know that I'm jumping in. They were tracking me, of course. And who's behind us? Just saw them there. Put that down and there we go. Look out! Inkjet flying around. Got him. A little bit of redemption from the early. Yeah, this the Inkjet I think last time that blasted me right in the face. I think we redeemed ourselves there. I always feel bad when the first battle is a little rough, but you know, you never know how it's gonna go. Okay, we got somebody with the old power armor, the classic amiibo armor. Wearing that, they're not gonna give up on it. And yeah, we didn't quite get the top splats there, but we got champion, so this is the last one. A handful more wins, and we are gonna be able to call it a day already. So there we go. Let's go back out to merch and scrub that because it only takes 4,000 to get your first one. It takes 8,000 to get your next. So I think it would be better to scrub it now while everything's cheaper. Ooh, get that aim centered. Hey buddy, I know you're dancing and having a good time and this should be your night off, but let's scrub these slots and then I think we'll switch weapons. I feel like I've sufficiently played the Octo brush for now. Maybe we'll go back to it later. I am happy to have the brush back, of course, and have unlocked it, but I think it might be time to see what else is in our arsenal here that we can use. How about we use some of the other weapons that we just unlocked, like the Sploosh-o-matic. I'm going to try this out. It has a crazy fire rate. I think it's around the junior. It does a good amount of damage, but I have to be so close because that range is the worst. Okay, ketchup on ketchup. So we have some different ink colors here. And I just realized I forgot to eat with Krusty Sean. I'm only earning normal levels of experience. The horror. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go do that. I feel like very few Inklings are gonna be going on an empty stomach in this game because of how easy it is to get the coupons, the meal tickets from single player and Salmon Run. They're just all over the place for you to earn. So yeah, the range on this is pretty slim. This is a weapon I never really used much in the first game, so I'm definitely gonna have to adapt to trying this out here. But if I can, where'd they go? Okay, good. If I can get in close, ooh, did we just have someone poof? Or no, that was an ink storm. I'm so used to seeing that effect and associating it with somebody disconnecting, that poofing animation. But yeah, that was just an ink storm. Somebody gonna be going over here. Got the new song, I think. Yeah, it's nice to have the extra music variations, and I really do like Off the Hook. I don't know, it's kind of debatable between the Squid Sisters and Off the Hook, which band people are probably gonna love more in the end, but there we go. But the Off the Hook seems to have a better musical variety, in my opinion, of different styles that you can use. Hopefully that'll bounce towards him. Oh, it might have actually taken him out. Who knows? The curling bomb is such a specific thing where it can be tough to know which way it's gonna go. Where'd that one guy go? I don't know. The sploosh, I'm kind of in between on this. It's so rapid fire that it's fun to use. I just, yeah, I feel like if I had a, yeah, a couple of them are pretty far range on the opponent's side, but a couple different weapons, like if the Aerospray and opposing Sploosh weren't there, this would be a nightmare to try to deal with people. I have to kind of play like I'm using a Kraken and actually sneak up on him and stuff, which is strange for a shooter weapon. I'm not used to that playstyle. It's kind of how I have to adapt with the carbon roller and actually use that like I would a brush. They took him out. Good. Okay. I saw the ink going up that that side there. And try to swim up, potentially. I'm just gonna bam, 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 boop-a-da-boo. He's dead. Hopefully I can catch up to that other guy. I didn't want to go after the one because I knew there was stuff going on with this friend. He's got that sprinkler over there. Are they all the way up? Yep, they are. So he's probably gonna jump down at me, knowing I'm here. There we go. Okay, we got him. And I can try to get this Inkler out of here. I always want to call it the Inkler instead of the sprinkler. And with the last couple seconds here, this would be a great time as long as we have stuff locked down. Is there someone over? Is that a sprinkler from up high? As long as there's nobody pushing in, might be able to jump in here. Let's see. We got a good jumping position. Let's see if we can pull off a splashdown and actually get somebody with it. Nope, that didn't work out. I got somebody behind me too, so I gotta be quick, 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 quick. Hopefully we got enough there. They were really pushing into our area, and they got a lot of our spawn point, which does not feel good. Ah, no! 6% more. That's okay. I'll take a loss to a Team Ketchup and keep going here. Yeah, we'll do at least one more with the Sploosh. They had some troubles with Alex on their side, but we still had a rough time. Let's do another with the Sploosh so I can, that was the warm-up round. Let's see if we can do a little better. Mayonnaise time. No, that doesn't sound right. We got a Team Mayonnaise, so it's got to be serious now. Moray Tower. I feel like this is maybe not the best stage for the Sploosh. You can maneuver around really well with its quick, spray of ink, and then you just kind of squid and use the swim speed if you've got that on it. I saw that used a lot in the first game to kind of jet around all over the place, just kind of sloshing and zooming all over. But I feel like this type of map definitely benefits some range. We might have we have a, no, I thought I saw a charger on our side, but I think somebody might just have a gleam. They might have their special ready. This just looks like it would be a nightmare to try to clean up the amount of ketchup all over our uniforms here. It's just everywhere. Hopefully no one goes for that, because I want to try to clean this well enough. I always say clean when the game convinces you that your color is clean and the other color is bad, because it's like talking about cleaning colors. Oh, my curling bomb! My curling bomb ultimately prevailed and took out, or helped take out that brush. Weird. It's funny to see that, like, a notification after they had already been long dead. Get someone going this way. See if we can maybe follow them up. They're gonna see that I'm here, though. Try to jump down on me. It's probably not the best way to go, because they know that I'm following them. But I could throw this down, and then it'll bounce all the way to them, maybe. Nope. It'll give me some time to move in on them, at least. They see me here? Whoop. Get that going. Slow them down enough to save me. They see my buddy going there. Might be good to just jump back to spawn. And then when they go down this way, this is kind of risky because we're spending so much time on this one person that ultimately I feel like we could be using this better, doing other stuff if I didn't let him get so far into here, but tough to catch up to somebody with such a short range weapon and actually take him out. Okay, they're really pushing in. Oh, jeez. Well, I should have known when that ended there that maybe there was something suspect going on. I really wish I had my splashdown to jump in now because there's somebody deep in enemy territory. But if we get this push, maybe we'll be okay to win out in the end. Oh, man, I tried to jump in there and get close, and now, well, everyone's dead. I said if we can get this push, we'll be good, but didn't work out that way, did it? We just struggled to get everyone going well enough to actually get that. Can we? I might just kind of go into their area here, try to get as much of this as I can, and then throw this down. Will this still work? Yep, it does. Okay. Probably could have got a little more outside of that, but that was a pretty good splat. As long as you tap it when you're jumping, I guess it still counts. So it's like an ink strike in a way, but you are the missile. Okay, I think I'm ready to switch off the Sploosh. As fun as it is, definitely not my weapon in most ways. You gotta get way too close to actually get those splats, and the curling bomb is never something I really favored in the game so far, but still has its uses. Okay, back to the new stage, and we can compare kits a little bit here, because I have switched to the Junior, which has a bomb I prefer, the Splat Bomb over the curling bomb, and Ink Armor, which benefits my whole team, instead of just having fun splashing down on my own. So I think this will do a little better. It seems to have a little bit better of a wider spread, but it doesn't fire quite as fast, seemingly. So there is some trade-offs, but between the two, I'm a bigger fan of the Junior than the Sploosh. All right, everybody, let's Ink Armor. I didn't realize at first that the Ink Armor just automatic, unlike the Bubbler, you don't have to get that close with the Ink Armor to get everybody. I think everyone just gets it automatically, because there we go, I was nowhere near anyone, and I still got it there. I don't think I can actually jump over and get, I gotta kind of move and let that reset, because I'm not gonna be able to get into the spot that I want to be in, and that's going on. That there. This person is going crazy with their ooh, nope, we're leaving. And now I'm in a really bad spot because I'm kind of isolated here. But yeah, they're going crazy with their Toxic Mist, making stuff a lot tougher to approach. All right, Ink Armor time, everybody. Give it a couple seconds to activate. I used mine on that suction bomb. That's okay. I feel like they're waiting for me to leave that spot so that they can jump in. This is kind of not as a neon a green here, I noticed. We have going. Let's get one going up there. Nope, didn't quite reach them. That's okay, though. They're going to try to outrange me here, most likely. We've got that bomb rush, so I'm trying to figure out what... That might be the Aerospray, yeah. Which they probably can't outrange me, but they can fire faster. Yeah, they have the same range as I do on the Aerospray. They just fire faster and don't do quite as much damage. Okay, buddies. Ink Armor time. They're not jumping down. They're not falling for it. They're going down this way. They're just staying there, getting as much turf as they can, and then throwing out their curling bomb as fast as they can get it going. Where did they go? They're gone. Are they playing a sneaky, sneaky game of hide and seek until I forget about them? Because they just seemingly disappeared. That's where they are. Okay, they're gonna try to jump in from another spot, most likely. Oh, I don't have coverage here on the top for me to actually get my stuff back. Time to push in. Ooh, maybe not. They're using their bomb rush. They're so difficult to approach sometimes when they're using that bomb rush like crazy. Get my ink level high enough to... Nope. Ah, man. Well, there's two of them here, so... Get them, guys. Oh, this is a close one. This is a very, very close one. We got two team members in there. And is this gonna be... Ah, I think I would have gotten them there, but we ran out of time. Yeah, they were too focused on trying to splat me as I super jumped in. And, you know, they could have gotten more ink coverage and maybe won that one. But that's what happens when you focus on splats. I think we had them, because at least half our team was still there firing off. Thankfully, we didn't wipe out in the last 30 seconds. We only lost a couple of us. Hey, look at that, 4 ink armors. It's crazy how many you can get when you have a fast firing weapon. Okay, maybe I'll do one more with the Junior and we'll switch to something else. Okay, let's make this one count. We got a Mayo map. A Mayo match. I was gonna say the new map. I was also distracted by, yeah, there's a lot of building ruins and a overpass. There's like artificial stuff here or remains. This feels like the Octarians were asked to make a special stage, which is kind of a big deal. This is the most celebrated Inkling event in their world, and the Octarians are seemingly helping out with Marina leading the way to set this up. So it's cool to see some of that camaraderie, despite single player being the way it is. But yeah, it definitely feels like the whole setup here is very bizarre. Anyway, so yeah, I was gonna say that we will be switching off the Junior in a second. This guy's trying to spawn camp or just give us the runaround. But I will probably switch to the roller next, just to see how we do with that. The whole setup with the roller having curling bombs, I'm not a huge fan of course, but On the other side of that, I do like its ink coverage, so we're gonna see how that does in this new stage. And oop, let's be careful now. Okay, good. Might go around a different way as long as my buddy's fine. Got ink armor going. Look at that weird Mayo glare. Oh no, they don't have ink armor. They have the inkjet. If that bomb killed them, that would have been hilarious. And I'm gonna throw this right there. Did it get him? Yeah, all right. That's why you don't want to put that in an obvious spot. The roller, though, I had a feeling that the roller, I kind of was not feeling the roller so much in this game, despite it having the new ability to have that vertical ink flick. But I've seen a lot of people actually say the roller maybe not as good as it could be, or not as good as it was in ways. You have to be very exacting with your aim to actually get the roller to splat, so it can be frustrating to use at times. Let's dip out of here. Try to set this area up for me to survive well enough. Here we go. Got a slosher. Went right into there. Okay, good. Man, can't believe I survived that 2-on-1, but that shows how good the Junior is. It's got so much coverage, and that extra mobility of being able to ink turf definitely helps out ultimately. Got him. Okay, good. How are we doing turf-wise? Pretty well. Be careful here and not push in too much, because I know they're gonna sneak around in different ways to try to flank us and push in. Going over there. Ah, man. Okay, I still got him. Goody boy. How are we doing? I hope we survive this onslaught here. Nope, they took him out. I'm gonna try to jump in, very risky, but we only have 15 seconds left, so drop that. Get him. Yeah, all right. Slowed him down a little bit. Come on, buddy, use your inkjet. Oh, we can jump to where, so when you jump, you go to where he is landing. But yeah, I do wonder ultimately if the roller is gonna need some buffs to compete, because it feels like can be rough to use. We'll see. That's what we're switching over to. I think we got enough of that top area to make up for the middle that we lost, but I don't want to speak too soon. Yep, okay, 60. Definitely a win. All right, I love you, Junior. You might be the best weapon in the game, but we gotta switch off at 12 splats. Yeah, it feels like that's probably what I should stick with overall, but that ink armor makes things easier, and I just love it as a kit. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go scrub this. You guys don't have to watch every time I scrub, and and I'll go see, switch to the roller, and then we'll unlock a new weapon here after the next battle, hopefully. So I'm sure a lot of you guys were saying in the comments, I almost forgot that we need to get our food, and I got some of these double experience from a Super Sean Witch. So let's munch down. I didn't forget entirely, but I did forget for a few matches. So let's get some more experience, and we'll definitely be hitting level 11 soon. Okay, Ketchup battle on the stage. I've been hovering around 2,000 Splatfest power, going up and down. I almost wonder if that's probably my actual power, you know, starting to zone in on skill level for now. Get more, you know, better at the game when we play more over time. But the big thing with the roller here, I was saying, yeah, I don't know, it could be in a lot of people's heads, but I've seen a lot of people complaining about, you know, my weapon from the first game was nerfed. It could be part of that, but I do think the rollers have this kind of weird thing where the dynamo and everything were so good in the first game that they probably felt like they needed to make sure, yeah, they did some nerfing, as we saw in the first game, and the range of, the range of error that you can have when you do a flick on an opponent and still get that splat is pretty slim. So they kind of honed that in, but I've heard a lot of people say, yeah, it's very tough to get that sweet spot and not have to get multiple flicks to take someone out, despite having the other roller here that we're using, the one that's maybe a little bit, a little bit slower. Yeah, you still might have to hit multiple times to even get them, and by that time you're usually splatted. I went right up into their shot on accident. There you go, buddy. I see ya. So yeah, the vertical flick, it's understandable that it doesn't splat in one unless you're really close, because it does have more distance. But I do think the horizontal flick is leaving a lot to be desired with a lot of players right now. See if we can move in well enough here. Keep this level of ink high. They're gonna be scared to move in too close there. Did see someone around here. Oh, got him. Okay, yeah. Somebody's been really good at making sure that they splat people that are using their special. One's gonna be going around most likely. See if I can kind of get up into their turf well enough. Anyone over there for me to jump to? Nope, everyone died, I think. Or maybe, let's do this. There, jump in, and then, nope. I forgot we just saw the whole situation there where you have to jump to where their jet is gonna be. There we go, we got him. Okay. Oh, nice. All right, starting to pick things up here with the roller. Just gotta get used to the setup. Get him. Okay, got the assist. And we get the slosher here that is holding down the stage. Didn't take out that brush. Yeah, I think between the roller styles, I would rather play a brush because I get, you know, a little bit more in terms of rapid fire. Put that down. Oh, they're just going crazy with their. Oh, I got my ink armor. Okay. Get the turf, get the turf. There we go. I don't know if it was enough in the end. We started to push the stage. Nope. Well, yeah. I think I'm looking forward to getting the crack-on set too, because like I mentioned, curling bombs, they're kind of a taste sub-weapon where some people love them, other people are not so hot. And the ink strike, or the splashdown is kind of the new ink strike. It's kind of situational. I'd rather have the baller and the beacons, I think, to help my team out. But we did get enough experience to level, so hopefully we'll be unlocking some more rollers here soon to try out. Let's go see what we got, and maybe we'll just go ahead and switch to it, whatever it is. It's, oh, okay. Hello, hello. So we have the Inkopolis Splat Dualies. This is basically the Tentatech of the Dualies. The Inkopolis Splat Dualies are a result of a collaboration between the Splat Dualies and the gear brand Inkopolis. That's the cool Kraken logo. They have the same stats as the Splat Dualies, but you can use the curling bombs to push forward and move into prime splatting range. I heard you said you don't like them, so I'm going to make you use them more. And the included Inkjet special gives you the ability to splat far-off opponents, recommended for players who want to do it all. So let's try these out. We got enough money to do it. Let's equip them and give them a shot because I think... Oh, we don't want to go there. I think the... Let's see if... It's not going to be nighttime here, is it? Oh, nope. It's a whole separate zone, despite the city being far off here. Speaking of the dualies, the city is over here in the distance. We can definitely see it from this starting area. It's definitely still daytime here. It's a weird paradox. But yeah, this is maybe a more ranked style set, but having the addition of that inkjet on a weapon that can fire super quick and get a lot of turf means lots of inkjets. So let's try this out. Okay, we're back to the stage of broken dreams and bad memory. No, I feel like I do have a little difficulty locking down the main area, but hopefully we'll do a little better with the dualies here, and we can use that to make our way in as it's intended. It's kind of like a seeker in a way, but bounces around. So yeah, when those were originally revealed, I was like, oh cool, a seeker that won't get caught on stuff as much, but it is tough to actually get a splat with when it doesn't hone in on stuff. The auto bomb got that quality. But yeah, I do like the dualies a lot. Let's see if they're actually gonna work for me with a different set here though. I'd like to do a cool bam and jump in there. That was a little unnecessary. All right, I think I'm gonna get back up into my hidden zone, throw that down, and then go ahead and hit my way through. There we go, we got one of them. Can we cover enough of this? Where are they? Nowhere to be found, it's weird. There they go. We're gonna be going to the side here. Hear somebody behind me as well. They're all over the place and they spotted me. It's moving too much, I think. If we can get this guy before his friend will turn around and take us out. There he goes. Get him, get him, get him. Oh man. He's in a weird spot there where he's like stuck and he's gonna jump right back to where he started that. Did he escape? Probably. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Jeez, that was rough. A lot of, yeah, whenever I switch to the dualies, there's a lot of accidental rolling when I'm trying to adapt to not being able to jump when I'm firing, like I'm used to. All right, let's see if we can kind of cover a wider area here. There we go. So we're gonna go right there. See if we can get him. There we go. Got another one, and then someone's jumping right up here. I saw him. Ah, man, didn't get a lock on him in time, and someone jumped right into him. So ultimately, they're gonna have that point. Okay, we're doing a little better than with the roller for sure. I just think, yeah, I used the roller so much when the first game came out, but I've just kind of moved past it. Now I think in style, my play style does not really revolve around some of the same stuff I used to use when the first game came out. There we go. Gotta make sure. The big thing with the dualies that I struggle with is having the ink to actually dodge roll and take people out well enough. I'm using my curling bomb so much. A little unnecessary to throw it too much, but it does scare people away a lot of the time, making my life a little easier when I have to defend an area. See you there. Ah, man. Trying to use that on the stage. Come on. A lot of people having the same issue that I'm having with being able to outmaneuver them once they sneak around on you. And then there we go. We lost the entire stage. There they go. Gotta get back in here and try to ink this, or we're gonna be in trouble. Oh, I don't know if we got enough ultimately there. We pushed in towards the end, but pretty close. Yes, all right. I was kind of like, I didn't want to speak too soon, but I had a good feeling about that because we did get a lot of the stage right at the end, and we survived. Okay, maybe we'll finish up with one more with these new dualies, and then next time we will make the rest of the climb into max rank. But ooh, there we go. We got our Grizzco helmet filled out. Quick respawn, not my favorite ability. If I get enough get enough gold, I might wipe that. Finishing on a Mayo Ketchup battle, as it should be. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to leave a like, we're almost done with the episode here. A blaster and turf wars. Oh, they got one too, so let's see how this goes. Might get outranged by those dually squelchers. The big thing that I wanted to say is thank you to everyone. You know, I know a lot of you enjoyed Splatterday Night Live, and it will return. But a big thing that hopefully you guys are appreciating about the video version of the Splatfest is that I get to cut out all of the long waiting in the lobbies, because often, especially if you're on the team that is more popular, like Ketchup right here, you have a lot of waiting to try to get matched up with other teams, which is definitely not the best thing for video. So now, with this style, you don't have to wait for that. You can just, you know, enjoy the edited version. Let's see if we can get that going. Probably should have thrown that down a little quicker. See if we can get this guy. There we go. Man, I'm glad I locked onto that real quick, because I did not have much time there to survive. I'm not going to make that same mistake and dive off in the crack between the area there. Oh, someone is going to be making their way over. See you there. Is he going to try to... trying to use that on me? We're good. Okay, keep that all inked. I don't like having those tentamissiles behind me when stuff's going down. I like using that rail, but without a higher range weapon, it can be tough to actually make good use of the positioning from it. I tend to throw a sub-weapon or something out, or launch something off of it, and then move on. Yeah, they're going crazy with that Toxic Mist. I think that's the blaster set that is using that. Look at them go. So much Toxic Mist, and then they're just kind of spraying and praying around here. Let's do this. They're moving there. Got a brush down there. Got someone right here. Can I get him in time? Almost. It's actually pretty good track record there with that inkjet. I think I'm improving because I'm forcing myself to play weapons that have it. There we go. We're actually doing okay locking this down. I hope they don't position around the side and sneak up on me. Our whole team is going, but I think a lot of them are in other spots. I'm gonna move over here and just really make sure this is, yep, that's locked down for Team Ketchup. Person's gonna go around there. Man, my team's doing pretty good job of keeping them out. Oh no, bad spot. Bad spot for that curling bomb. This is maybe a less than ideal spot to be in, because if we die and they push, then that is it for our team here. Let's get this guy. Oh, no. Ah. Try to move in and nope. They're gonna really try to outposition me here. Throw that down and we're gonna go around the side. Can I hit? Ah! Try to get that ink jet. I hope my team was moving in. They kinda were, but we had somebody in our turf too. Yes! Alright! Finishing up the episode with a win. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you somehow missed part 1, man, top knot on that person. I don't see that very often. If you missed part 1, please check that out. If you want to watch part 3, then please do so. And there we go. 54 points, and we will be Kings of Ketchup. Not the most lofty title, but I'll take it. I'll get those snails and be happy. Thanks again. Please subscribe if you want to see more, and see you next time for more Splatoon. Goodbye.